Hello everyone, Gregtech here, and welcome back to Gregtech New Horizons Episode 4. We finished out the second row here of our areas to plant, and this is where I'm going to plant some repeats of things. So like, I know I'm going to want more lettuce. So what I'll actually do is grab that. Oop. Don't want to accidentally sprint here by double tapping W. I would so happily turn off the double tap if I could, but I can't. I think 3 is going to be enough for lettuce in terms of extra. So we'll do 3 of that. I want tofu. So where's the tofu? Tofu is soybeans. I'm looking for soybeans. There we go. This stuff. Let us plant duplicates. That's bad. Alright, and then we'll get... honestly, probably 3 rows of this is enough too. You do need a lot though. I'll do 4. And then, is there anything else? I feel like garlic went into a couple things. I can't remember. Yeah, this is the one. Stuffed eggplant is super easy. All you need is a rolling pin, and it's just garlic and eggplant, and you don't have to bake it or cook it or deal with meat or anything like that. So garlic is a really good one for that. And then those all require bowls or cheese or butter or something. So let me find the garlic. Well, we should also just work on replicating these guys. So we need 2 more of those seeds, 2 more of these. By the way, what's the plan for this episode? Well, the plan is to try to find some metals. I'm hoping we can get our first iron or copper or both. So that's what we're going to be doing here in a minute. But I just wanted to kind of finish our farming project, or at least get it somewhat done. And someday we'll find desert gardens. That day is not today. Okay, so those are all propagated. I guess we need some of these guys. Strawberry seeds. And blackberry seeds. Oop. Okay, and then we need chili peppers. Bell peppers. Oh, I only needed 1 of those. Whoops. Trash that. Okra. We need 2. Realistically, what I should have done... I'll grab both of these because I'm going to want the stuffed eggplant. What I should have done here is probably only 2 of everything rather than 4 of everything, because so many of these I'm not going to ever need more than a few of. But this does look prettier, so I've got that going for me. One of these. Alright, 1 leek. 1 cabbage. There might have been a good cauliflower one too. I feel like my brain is telling me cauliflower is good. Was there a good cauliflower one? Yeah, it's for spring salad. It's just lettuce and cauliflower, or lettuce and rhubarb. Oh wait, no, sorry. There's a lot of options. You can do sunflower, tomato, zucchini, broccoli, peas, bell pepper. So I can just use anything for that, but lettuce has to be one of them, or even carrots. Oh yeah, I'm not growing the basic Minecraft stuff. But was there something else for cauliflower here? Garden soup can probably be anything, yeah. Maybe not. I mean, oven roasted cauliflower is a thing, but that is not what I was thinking of. Do I have the coke oven? No, I do not have the coke oven. No coke oven for me. I'm gonna have to start trashing some of these. I'll collect more later. I don't have the inventory space right now. Like, I don't have all my chests set up. But I will do the full amount of garlic. And maybe... Hold on, I have an idea. I should have done this with lettuce, but why don't I just do garlic in 3 row, or... Yeah, we'll do 3 sets of garlic, and then I'll just put ginger here, and I'll get rid of that. I should have done lettuce that way. Just grow it in line. Spice leaf. Tea leaf. Celery. Mustard seeds. Of course, you need mustard seeds. It's so funny to me. Coffee bean seeds. And then we need asparagus. Uh-oh. Running out of inventory space. Oats, corn, barley. Need more of all that. Here, can I just eat some? Munch, 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 munch. That's still not good enough. Alright, just get rid of everything I have like 1 of or 2 of or whatever. I don't really need it. Okay. And then corn, seed, oats, seed. I will have to go find some mobs just to remember what I feed them. I don't remember who can be fed what from Pam's. I want to say barley can be fed to most of the animal. I can't remember. We'll have to do some investigation. Okay, sweet. So almost everything's done here. And then we needed eggplants over here. Or do I? Where's eggplant right now? I could just put eggplant here on this end. Nah, we'll leave that for maybe desert gardens. We'll put eggplant there. Okay, sweet. I love it. I love it. It's looking great. I will do another row of dirt here, though. I have a little bit more space to work with. Okay, perfect. And it's time to sleep, and then we will go look for some metal. Hey, there it is. Pickaxe level up. And it didn't get another mining level. So, again, no one was able to answer this for me last stream, and I just can't remember. How does the mining level work? Like, when I look at a tool, like, let's say vanadium steel, and we look at a vanadium steel pickaxe head, which I should probably... If we look at that, we can see the mining level is 4. Does that mean it starts at 4, or does that mean once we've leveled up the tool, it ends up at 4? I can't remember which way it goes. It starts at 4. Okay, well, but doesn't leveling up the mining XP end up adding a mining level to it? At what tool level, or sorry, at what mining, wait a second. Oh, I leveled up the tool, not the mining level. I'm a dummy. I need to get 74 or 72 more XP. Okay, sorry. We need to keep going. I was looking at the wrong bar. I even knew I wanted to look at the mining XP, but I was still looking at the wrong one. Okay. There it is, +1 mining level. Let's go. So now we have the ability to mine basic resources with this. I don't know what, I just wanted that out of the way, I guess. So let's go put some stuff away and we'll go on a little excursion here. And I actually will grab the tool station and bring it with me. All right, off we go into the wild blue yonder. Let's check our journey map here for ores. We've already found a tin and a copper, which is great. And it's way easier to prospect at low elevation. Unfortunately, I've got mountains to both sides. I did sign up for that, so maybe I prospect to the north here. Hey, Drune Spy, thanks for the follow. Yeah, let's prospect to the north, because going through a mountain is annoying. So we'll hit F9 a few times so we can see ore veins easily. And we're looking for... Ooh, I forgot how many blueberries are here. Why don't I just grab some? We'll actually turn this into a more organized blueberry bush area. This is like infinity fruit salads right here. Alright, and we should just be able to like... No, okay. I didn't know if it was instant collect when you hold left click. You have to actually... It's like on each swing, it'll grab one from the bushes. Look at this, you can even have berry bushes above your head if you're really on top of things. Okay. Not that we need more bushes here, but just in case. Just in case I wanted more blueberries. I'll probably end up trashing these, so I'll just trash them now. Wow, we got exactly one stack? Now that is one of those what are the odds moments. Okay, so this is the next hole to dig. Right here. And for those wondering why I do this strategy, it's so you don't fall into a cave and die. You dig down on one side, and then you dig down on the other. It does require paying attention. It's easy to accidentally... Oh, yes, this might be an iron vein, yellow luminite. I don't know what small ores naturally spawn anymore, so it could be misleading. There are small ores that spawn everywhere, and so... But seeing brown and yellow luminite makes me think this is an iron vein, which is perfect. What's up? All right, I'm actually going to collect some of this. Not too much. I don't want to... And I'm gonna see what the... So the way Gregtech veins work, for those wondering, will it show me here? I forget. Doesn't it say somewhere? Where do you find it? Like what the layers are in gtnh veins. How do you find that again? This one, vein stats, there it is. Okay, so you can see here that it's got a primary, secondary, in between. The primary spawns in the top 5 layers. The secondary spawns in the bottom 5 layers. The secondary spawns in the middle 3 layers, and the whole thing is 9 layers tall. Pretty sure that's correct. And then, oh, we forgot to grab the bed. I will have to pay attention to time. And then the sporadic just spawns randomly throughout the entire 9 layers. And then this is where I think the middle layer can spawn on any of these Z levels. And then the weight just determines like how often it spawns. You know, it's like how many marbles are in the bag. If it's 120 weight, that means there's 120 iron vein marbles, and something else has a weight of 90. There's 90 of those marbles, and it just randomly picks a marble when it spawns an ore vein. So that's the relative frequency of the vein. Now, A big change that happened in gtnh 2.7 is that now we're getting these, you know, raw ores instead of the actual block. And so what that means is we're going to want ASAP to put fortune on our pickaxe using the modifiers, because that means we'll actually get more ore early on. So that's going to be an early priority. Obviously, at this point, it's not like, you know, I'm not going to necessarily we don't even have that many modifiers. We only have one modifier on our pickaxe right now anyway. So obviously we're going to need to take some time to find a lapis vein, and we'll need some iron probably before that. So I don't know, I'll get like a stack here and then we'll carry on. Malachite, I'm pretty sure, turns into copper. I should make a sleeping bag. I don't remember the recipe. I don't know if we can make one yet. I looked into it a little while back. Yeah, we need the tanned leather, which is kind of a pain in the butt. I can make it if I go kill some cows. So we can have that on our mental to-do list. Oh, does the drying rack require iron? For whatever reason, I just thought it would be wood. Oh yeah, it needs screws and a screwdriver. But you can use wood screws, so I just need metal tools is all. And slabs, which require a saw. So metal tools will be good enough for that. Alright, there we go. 1 stack of raw brown limonite ore, which will translate into 1 stack of iron. And then we'll go ahead and tower up here. Alright, and then we need to eat. Once you find a vein, since they're 9 tall, usually what I do is, yeah, so like if this is the top of the vein, I'll start by mining out this section. And I'll usually do it 3 deep at once. So then the roof, so really I'd be like here, I'd mine out all of this. I'd mine out these 3 layers with the top layer still above, up there. And then that way I can just pick those out of the ceiling when I'm done. There's a lot of correct strategies, you know, but that's how I do it. It also depends on what vein it is. Sometimes you only want one of the specific ores. All right, I'm gonna get cotton farming going here. I think 16 will be enough. And the reason I want to get this started is because we can make the sleeping bag with tanned leather, or bound leather, what's it called? Yeah, tanned leather is made by drying bound leather for 10 minutes, and a drying rack needs a screwdriver and wood screws, which are made with a file, and we need a saw to make slabs and short wood sticks. So we'll need to make an iron saw and an iron screwdriver, which is going to require some steps. Let me find the recipe for this again. Yeah, I'll need some iron rods, an iron hammer, an iron file, and iron rods are made with a file on it. Yeah, so we'll need a lot of iron ingots, basically. That's the idea there. So we'll get that cotton growing, and we also need to get our iron smelting, because we've got a stack of it. I don't know why I didn't throw it in the smelter. Let me get some more fuel here. And we will throw the raw brown limonite into here, and that'll do it. Sweet. Our first stack of iron is incoming. Now, did the quest book... I'm kind of doing my own thing right now, I just realized. We're not really following the quest book there. Is the first stack... It looks like copper and tin have their own quest. Oh, there's an iron quest. Okay. So I'm going out of order a little bit. And maybe I should try to follow the order a little better. I just want to get a sleeping bag out of order, I think. Which is all the way over there. So maybe we'll get that out of order and then kind of resume following the proper quest book order. The other thing that I wouldn't mind doing out of order would be finding a lapis or redstone vein, because then sorry, 1 second. Because then we can get fortune on our pickaxe. I don't know when they walk us through putting fortune on the pickaxe. They already talked about it, so they might be expecting us to do it already. I don't really see a lapis looking icon here, so I think we can just do that whenever we want. But yeah, we'll work on the coke oven soon. For now, we're looking for a coal vein. I guess we could just work on this and make charcoal for our own torches. Maybe that's better? Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we just resume doing the quest book then. I don't really need... It's not that hard to make a coke oven. It's just a bunch of... Let's figure out what we need to make a coke oven, because that is the next quest. So we're gonna need to go mine a bunch of sand and gravel to finish these quests. So we'll go do that. And then the coke oven itself needs 26 coke oven bricks because the middle is hollow. So what we'll do is we'll add, so we can shift A, right? Yeah. And we can start, wait, why didn't that work? Oh, interesting. What? Oh, that would be the crafting chain of the whole page, maybe, if you right-click that? If these weren't grouped. I think is how that works. I don't totally know. But if you make it its own crafting chain, then you don't need that. Anyway, coke oven bricks are just from unfired coke oven bricks, and then unfired coke oven bricks are from clay and sand and wooden forms, and then we just drag that, and then we can scroll up to 27 or 26, and there you go. You need whatever that is, 35 usages of a wooden form, and that does need a knife, which we can make with flint anyway. So it is just sand, 3 stacks of sand roughly. Oh, here it shows, if you hold shift, it shows 2 stacks plus 47, and then 1 stack plus 41. So let's just go grab sand, clay, and gravel. And then cotton. Do we have enough? So a sleeping bag needs 3 tanned leather. Needs 3 woven cotton. I can make 3 woven cotton. So if I grab all my leather, there we go. So I've got 3 bound leather. Let me put that back. And our 3 bound leather needs to go on a drying rack, so we're going to need a screwdriver. We'll see if we have enough iron ingots here for all this. We're gonna need some sticks. Whoop, oh, misclick there. Okay, so for our first thing, we're gonna need a hard hammer, which looks like that. Then we're gonna need a saw. But that needs 2 plates and a hammer and a file. So I guess file is next, which needs 2 plates. So the hammer smushes together some iron to make iron plates. Then a file, what was it? Is like this. Perfect. Yeah, we're making Gregtech tools. And then, what were we doing? A saw blade is like this with, what was it, the hammer and the file? Yeah, and then we put the saw blade with a stick and get a saw. Now we can make slabs, by the way. But we're not gonna make slabs at this moment. We're gonna make a couple rods, which is like that. No, this. Uh-oh. I thought it was iron ingots plus a saw. Iron rod. Oh, it's a file, sorry. File plus a couple ingots to make 2 iron rods. And then we need a screwdriver, which is iron. I forget, what do you type in here to be like, I only want iron itself, but not other things? I feel like there's a way to do it. Can't remember. Is it percent? No, I don't remember. There's a way to not get all the other types of iron too. But yeah, this is the one we want. Yay, screwdriver. And now finally we should be able to put together some slabs. But of course it's the wrong type, so I'll just make it myself. How many did I need? We need 3 for each. So that would be 4 drying racks. Let's do 6 drying racks. Okay, and then we need wood screws, which required a saw on sticks. We needed 2 each. So if I'm doing 6, we need 12 of those. And is that it? Can I now make drying racks? No. Sorry. I need twice as many of the... whatever these were. Short wood sticks. I need 12 more of those. Then I need more wood screws. Why didn't that just work? Oh, that's glitchy. I guess it's because the stuff was already in the crafting grid. It doesn't like that. Okay, so then we've got the screws. Now we can make 6 drying racks. Oh yeah. I know we're working ahead a little bit here, but I want to have that sleeping bag. That'll help us find things like desert gardens when we want to, and all sorts of other stuff. So we'll get the drying rack maybe out here. And then we take our bound leather, put that up on the drying rack, and now we wait. You can even see the progress up there at the top. Already 1% done. And that will get us a nice little sleeping bag. Assuming we have enough wool, which I think we do. Sweet. Well, it's time to put away those tools for now. I don't need them for anything else. We're gonna go back to following the quest book here. Surely we're... okay, there we go. I was gonna say, surely we've got 2 stacks of sand by now. Perfect. Personally, I'm thinking we might go for 2 coke ovens to start. Okay, back from day 1 of sand gathering, and we've got almost 5 stacks. For 2 coke ovens, we're gonna need 350 sand, 210 clay. We already have the clay, actually. Though I will probably try to gather more anyway. And the wooden form is cheap, it's just a knife and a pattern. So no big deal there. Let's put away the cotton. Yeah, things are looking pretty good. Wait for sleep here. What can we do with apples? Anything fancy? Apple juice. Apple smoothie, apple cider with sugar or honey. Also fruit salads. That would be good if it didn't need sugar. Sugar's annoying to make, I think. Unless, is there an easy way to get sugar? Oh, sugar canes. I mean, it's annoying because it uses up durability of a mortar, but that's not too bad. Sugar beets are also pretty good for it. I wonder if sugar beets to oxygen is still a thing. I seem to remember that being pretty overpowered before. Okay, well, our tanned leather is done. And I can't seem to pick it up. There we go. Gotta right click on the drying rack. So now with our beautiful tanned leather and some wool, making some carpets. We need 3 carpets and 3 wool, and I did that wrong. Sorry, 1 more wool. I can't do math. And sleeping bag. Nice. So now we can sleep, still have our spawn point set here, and that's super nice. So we can go on longer journeys without having to worry about bringing beds with us and then having a terrible respawn point. All right, here's some more clay. This should be more than enough. I mean, we already have enough. I just don't want to run out of clay because we need it for other things too. And eventually, when we start working on brick blast furnaces, we need like 1 million of it. So the more the merrier on clay. There we go. Gravel, the gathering is complete. So if we go back to our quest book, here we've got gravel or loot bag or bacon cheeseburger. I'll just take the loot bag. And then the sand one, leek bacon. I'll take that. We're less likely to make that on our own at any point. Okay, sweet. And now we're kind of off and ready for our coke oven recipe, but I'm gonna get the rest of this gravel first. Okay, so it is time for the coke oven. So we need a wooden form, which is a knife and a pattern, which I'll just steal one of these. We've got plenty of paper outside if we need more. And then we'll grab our knife, and that's it. Blop. And then we need 210 clay, which is 3 plus 18. 18, done. We need 350, which is 5 plus 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 30. And there we go. Quest complete for the forming press. And then we just need our coke oven bricks. So first we gotta forming press all of them. Which I could just, I could try to autocraft this, but this is easy enough to just click twice here. So that's not hard. Now here comes the real problem, is all the fuel to smelt these. So I need to do some tree chopping here real quick. But for now, I'll just put a little furnace stack into the wall. Oh no. Wait, did that void? Oh no, did that void the... No, it didn't, it didn't. Okay, we're fine. I put them all in here. 208, is that right? Yeah, I think we're okay. Yeah, there is a cave nearby. It's very annoying. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break, use the restroom, stretch my legs. You guys should do the same, and then we'll come back for making some coke ovens. I guess I should split this so I don't have to wait as long. And do I have enough planks? I think so. We have officially finished the coke oven brick making. Look at that. And now, if all is according to plan, we can just make the coke oven bricks like this. Can I like, not really. I guess I can just plop them in there and then balance it. Somehow I ended up with 2 extras. Oh yeah, I see that, because you craft 4 at a time, I guess, or 5 at a time. And right there, getting charcoal. Nice. Okay, where do we want our first coke ovens? I'm thinking over here. We can always move them later, but this seems like a decent spot. Yeah, we're gonna get all the charcoal. It's gonna be so nice. Okay, and are we in chunk loaded? Yeah, this is chunk loaded. Just make sure this whole region is. Okay, I think I want them set back 1 tile. So we'll do here. Our first multi-block! Yay! So you just need it hollow and kuplop. Nice. I don't think you can wall share these, right? I'm pretty sure you cannot. Plop. Yes. 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 And you just stick logs in there and they make charcoal after a really hard to read 1800 ticks, which is 90 seconds a piece. So, and each charcoal is 6 times the fuel value of a log, which is really only 3 times the fuel value of a log. The reason it's only 3 times is because the log can already make 2 planks. And that's ignoring the fact that you can make, you know, with something like the cutting machine, you can make 6 planks from 1 log, but that's like way later. So is there, I'm not using pollution, Zachary. Also, like, that's coward. No one likes pollution. Pollution's a silly mechanic, and it has very few reasons to use it other than I just want it to be harder for no reason. It's not, I don't know, it's not fun. Anyway, no, I think pollution could be fun. It's just the design of it right now is in a bad spot, and they know that. They just haven't been able to figure out a good alternative. But yeah, we got some charcoal. So, quest book wise, what's next? We'll claim our reward of large bacon sandwiches, and they want you to hold a creosote bucket. That looks like a metal creosote bucket though. Wait, you can use a bucket to pick up. Weird. I guess you can't use the clay buckets. Okay, so we're gonna need to make a iron bucket, which we thankfully have the ingredients for. Whoa, hotkey mess here. So let's get a bucket. We're gonna need 6 pieces of iron and our hammer. And was it a screwdriver? No, also the hammer. So we'll make these guys. Boom, boom, boom. And there's a bucket. So yeah, that's why creosote's annoying, is it's like, you know, you can go out and grab it, though I need enough to grab a full bucket, which we don't have yet. But then you gotta like bring the empty buckets back. It'll be fine eventually. but it is a bit of a pain. Okay, sweet. So that's done. Soon we'll have a creosote bucket. I guess I also finished this quest. We do want to set this up. The pizza gloves, so we can carry lava buckets, is very much worth it. And I'm gonna need regular leather and woven cotton. So we can probably already make that, or we're close to being able to make that. Let's see if we can. So woven cotton, we're gonna need more string. So I didn't really catch how much string we needed, so I'm just gonna grab all of it, and then we'll go grab some more cotton while the creosote goes. This cotton grows so fast. I think just gathered it a couple minutes ago, and there's already 4 more ready to go, 5 more. How's it going, Stellar? Welcome, welcome. Okay, so woven cotton. Not quite enough. I guess I need a few more. Sad. Okay. Well, for now, let's get our first bucket of creosote. You guys ready for this? Boom. Creosote collected, baby. And then you can just chuck that in a furnace, and it'll do nice things for you. I mean, it's equivalent to 20 planks, so it's definitely going to save me some time. I don't really have anything to smelt right now, though. I don't think I already smelted my iron. I guess we could smelt some cobble in here. So we'll get that going. The pizza gloves here in a minute. We need a little bit more cotton. I'll grab another real bucket, because that's just 6 free iron ingots. I don't really care about these giant trees. Without a lumber axe, I'm not a fan. Jungle, I think it's the spruce in a 2x2 are really good with a lumber axe. So I'll probably do that eventually, but for now, no need. And then 4 charcoal is the next quest here. So we'll grab that. Wait, that should be done. Is it a turn it in quest? Yeah, okay. So complete that. I'll do the maple candied bacon just to get more hearts. Did I fail to click the button? Did my inventory break? Is this one of those bugs? Yep, it sure is. It's really annoying. Okay. Cool. So the next one, with your newly added fuel source, you are now ready to process more advanced materials than just stone or clay. Iron or copper, for example. Just in case you don't know, they spawn in rather large veins. We did already look into that a little bit. Already got some veins discovered. How the heck do I find ores? Gregtech's ore generation. There's a vein in every 9 chunks in a 3x3 grid. We've already used F9 3 times to show the 3x3 areas. Yada yada. There's addresses to the chunks. I'm not really worried about that part. So that's good. And then digging deeper. That's not really telling us much other than digging down towards bedrock would find us the ore vein. And then there's prospecting. So we already know about the ore vein prospecting in Journey Map, but this is the important note that small ores are not part of veins and do not uncover a vein on the map. And there are small ores that generate that are not related to a nearby vein. So you might see a small iron ore that spawned naturally that isn't necessarily part of an iron vein. So it's kind of annoying because you have to learn over time which small ores are only generated by veins, because then if you see one, you know that that's the vein you're in. And then some small ores that just show up everywhere. But now, with 4 stacks of cobblestone, we can get an iron pickaxe head, which would have higher mining speed, more durability, and a better mining level. So we can also choose to get an iron axe probably next. And then eventually when we're making our own bronze, where's the Tinker's? There's a whole smeltery guide. It's probably in the multi-blocks. Also, there's barley here. Wheat. We'll have to see if we can feed barley to all the animals. That'll maybe be in the next stream. Kill all the things. I guess I can turn these in for a bunch of coins. And then they should be, yeah, they have a 6-hour cooldown, and then we can do them again. But yeah, where's the multi-block goals? I just saw it. Yeah, here we go. So soon, you are not prepared, but they are. Building a smeltery from the ground up can be tedious and time consuming. How about borrowing one from the locals? So we already know that there's some basic smeltery stuff, but we'll probably still need to make some seared bricks, which is made from grout, which is sand, clay, gravel, and water, and then you put it in the, and then you fire it, and you just need a lot of seared bricks. We'll still need some, but I probably won't need anywhere near as many, because the village that we found already has one. So yeah, that's them kind of guiding you to make your own one there. But why haven't we seen that yet? Is that not until the Steam Age? I feel like there should be a link here. Making better tools. Yeah, the only way you can make the cast is in the smeltery, so where's the smeltery? Making bronze. This is about making a coal boiler. Important tools. We already did that because we wanted the sleeping bag. I just would have thought that they would have... Oh, here it says, for that you need a smeltery, see the multi-block goals. Okay, I was like, there's gotta be a link somehow from this to that, otherwise how would new players know where to find it? That's how. That's how. Okay, sweet. So we've got creosote oil going. We can at least power, you know, we'll power the top layer with creosote, I guess. And then put our coins away. We've got lots of coins. Should I be buying something with them? What can we buy with coins right now? Saplings. You can buy clay with explorer coins. That's not terrible. Or leather with survivor coins. Wool. That could be useful. Random maple syrup for maple sapling. Okay, so the next quest that we actually want to do, though, is 256 cobblestone, which I think we have. Nope, I'm a little short. No, I'm not. I have enough. Oh, it's gonna consume it? Okay, that's fair. We get an iron pickaxe head and an iron axe head, I think is what I want. Hooray! We get to upgrade our first tool! So now, I believe we chuck down the tool station. We put in the old tool in the new part. Is that right? No. Do we do it in the part builder? No. Maybe I should read the quest. No. It's not in there. What? Am I just doing this wrong? Do I need to, like... repair and modification? Have I gone mad? Oh, you have to repair it first. Thank you. Alright, I haven't gone mad. There we go. There we go. Yay! Iron pickaxe. And iron regular axe. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Durability 188. Quite a bit more. I'm not intentionally ignoring you. I just... I'm not constantly looking at chat. Okay. Let's see. Now what? We will level those up eventually. Let me look at the Tinker's book again for all the modifiers. This is not all the modifiers. This is not any of the modifiers. That's armor modifiers. Do I need volume 2 here of the book to see? I swear there was a way to see this in NEI somewhere. Maybe not. So slime crystals... Yeah, I think there's a way to view all this. Like the handle modifier. I remember seeing this somewhere in NEI. I feel like it's somewhere in here. Am I making that up? No, tool materials. It's right here. Yeah, where do I find... There's like a way to find the whole page for this, rather than just one thing. Is it this? Yeah, there it is. You click on that. This is the real tip. The real tip's in the comments. No, it's... So what you do is you find any material that has one of the tool materials. You can like click on usages of iron pickaxe head, and it'll show you that tool's like durability and all that jazz. And then you click on this button to get all of them, and then you can search. And if you want to look at like paper, you can see the durability of paper. And the math is a little weird on like how it combines durability of like handle, binding, all that stuff. Certain things affect durability, certain things don't. You know, there's all sorts of stuff. But slime has a good handle modifier. So slime is a decent handle to have. Though I forget if you can make a handle out of slime. That's what gets weird, is like you can't make everything out of everything. So it gets a little wishy-washy, but this is a very helpful way to look at things. So you can see like bronze, you know, durability versus iron durability. Bronze is better. That's 188. And it shows you the mining speed. The mining level it shows you here, finally I figured it out. This is the mining level after it's leveled up. Right now my iron pickaxe has a mining level of 2, but it will have a mining level of 3. And then reinforced 1 is what it comes with it's just if any of the parts, I think, of your tool have that. Maybe not any parts, but definitely the main parts. So yeah, there you go. And as far as modifiers, that's a different list. I know you can use a diamond as a modifier, you can use a gold block. No, sorry, that's a gold block to add a modifier. Lapis and redstone are the main two that you want. Where's my list? Okay, so yeah, here's the main one. So there's an emerald. Diamond is just flat durability, increases mining level to a minimum of 3. Emerald is more durability. Redstone is haste, which is obviously great. You need 50 redstone though. Auto repair is fine. Auto smelt, not important. Lapis is the main one we want right now. Sharpness for your swords. And silky could be useful for something. I don't even know what that is. Requires magic. Seek the Thaumonomicon. We'll do Thaumcraft eventually. If you reinforce enough, you can actually make it unbreakable, which is worth talking about. Beheading is nice eventually for certain things, but definitely not something that matters now. And that's it. And this will add a modifier if you have a diamond plus a gold block. One more modifier slot, golden apple, nether star, and whatever that is. Okay. So really, for a mining pickaxe, like the main idea is just lapis and then haste and maybe a diamond. Just to have all that extra durability. And honestly, there's a part of me that wants to add a diamond to not deal with durability problems for like a long time, but I probably shouldn't. And the annoying part is I'm still gonna need to carry around flint to repair my shovel until I get an iron shovel. So iron shovel will be one of my first priorities. Let's take a gander at the quest book here to see what's next. We need copper and tin. We actually need the ingots of each. And then we can make bronze dust, and then we can smelt that. And we can actually make our first machine, which would be a small coal boiler, which makes steam. That's crazy. And then we also need a bunch of iron. So I guess it's time to go mining. Crazy. So let's go try to find a lapis vein. We're gonna go do some prospecting. Before we do any of this though, unfortunately the ore finder wand is a little tricky. We would need some gold, some redstone, and some magnetic iron, which is iron mixed with redstone, I think. Although I can't seem to find... How do you do this again? I know you can... I think you can alloy smelt. There's a way to make it without all of this craziness, I thought. There it is. The rod itself can go with 4 redstone. Okay. Yeah, so we would need redstone and gold. If I can find those two, then we've got some options. But first, let's make the pizza gloves, and then we'll go out doing some more prospecting. All right, we've got everything we need to make pizza glove left. Or lava glove. I like to call them pizza gloves. And then lava glove right. Make sure you make the other one. And there we go. That should be a quest complete. And we get a reward of 2 more buckets. Some coins. And now we can protect ourselves from carrying lava. But can you even carry lava in clay buckets? I don't remember. Or do you need metal buckets for it? And now we can open baubles. And annoyingly, I'll have to get rid of my ring. For now. My runic shield +1 that we found in the witchery area. And I've got random foods that I will eat. I've got my sword. I've got some flint and iron for repairing. I need to grab my tool bench, tool station for repairs. And we're gonna go on a journey here. Oops. Two random coke oven bricks, paper, hammer, Buckets, hearts, cotton string, leather. Okay. I think we're ready for our journey. You can carry lava, but the bucket breaks when you pour it. That's right, that's right. Okay, so we are gonna go find more stuff. Let's go open our prospecting here. We do not need 23 coke ovens. That's ridiculous. I had 4 in my last playthrough, and that was plenty. It all depends on what you do for like power generation and stuff. So this is one of those examples where I think it might be quicker to just mine sideways and tunnel. We'll just mine down here. 1600 sounds like a lot. Is it a lot? It's equivalent to 1 charcoal. So, that's a decent amount. Ooh. Well, I guess it was worth it to go sideways here. We've got a very annoying redstone vein. This is like how we get killed, though, is with all these random cave openings. So, let's try to block off some of these so mobs can't get through. I don't want to leave that torch. Okay, so we can get some redstone going. The only thing I would have been happier to see would have been lapis. It's so weird to mine redstone and get raw redstone ore. That is crazy. And we got some rubies. And some lava. Cool. Okay, well, that's this vein. Look, lapis. Not enough, unfortunately. This is not a lapis vein. It could be worth seeing if this cave goes far enough to connect. No, I don't want to deal with that. Oops. I meant to hit F7. It's also so nice knowing that torches are renewable now because of my coke ovens. It's a really good feeling. Okay, I just want to mostly get this lit over here. Ooh, what's up here? More stuff? Alright. Cool. Alright, so we can get some redstone from here. I will... Do we even have a quest for redstone yet, though? No. We do not. And 1 redstone ore gives me 5 crushed redstone, which then I have to crush again to get impure piles, which then I have to throw into a cauldron? I think? To wash it into redstone dust? Oh, it says it right there. Throw in a cauldron to get clean dust. Yeah, so we can do 1 stack at a time. Like that. So I really don't need that much to get enough to enchant my pickaxe once. So we'll just get a little bit here. Because each one is 5. So that means I only need like 12. Which we've already got. Okay. And I'll get a little bit more for potential magnetic iron stuff. So if I were to find gold, I now would be capable of making the ore finder wand. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. We'll come back for that eventually. You've been playing a lot of Vintage Story. I don't know much about Vintage Story at all. Yes! We found coal ore. That's so nice. Also near home. I mean, we found almost everything we want. We really need lapis and maybe gold. But yeah, coal ore is going to be super handy. The reason coal is good... why is coal good? Because it can do stuff that charcoal can't. That's the simplest answer. I'm gonna get rid of some random crushed ores here. Stone dust I don't need. So we have now found gold, tin, copper, iron, coal, and redstone. Like everything we found, so we have gotten extremely lucky. These are all useful for the early game, and we haven't found any like veins that are kind of crappy, like a soapstone vein or whatever. Or a talc vein. Those are useful, but they're not useful now. The only one left to find is a lapis vein. Once we find a lapis vein, we are in business. Really wish there weren't so many mountains around here. It just makes prospecting so much more annoying. Being in a lower land area is nice for prospecting. I guess I'll go south for the next one and see what's over here. I'm gonna plug up this lava, though. It's quite annoying. I don't know if that's gonna do it or not. Does that do it? That should do it. Yeah, there's the basaltic mineral sands. There's so many kinds of veins that you just don't really need super early game. Okay, and then we're going over to here. Oh, this is nice. All the way down at 64. So we collected some eggplants and garlic, and now we need to make rolling pins to make my favorite food. And we just need sticks and planks. And was that a file? And we'll need mallets too. Yeah. You can also get more sticks with a saw. What's the... A saw plus 2 planks. Yeah, you double your stick result. Right now wood is cheap enough that I'm not worried about that, but that is an option. So let's make a few rolling pins here. Like 4? I don't know, 5. And then we can just do garlic, eggplant, and a rolling pin. Boom. And we get 16 per rolling pin. So that's great. Stuffed eggplant is a great food. And we'll be making lots more of it. And then the other thing we can easily make is like okra, lettuce, and a knife. No! Really? Bell pepper? There we go. Okay. Spring salad cannot use okra. It can use carrot, onion, radish, cucumber, bell pepper, spice leaf, peas, broccoli, zucchini, tomato, sunflower seeds, butternut, walnut, rhubarb, and cauliflower, but it cannot use okra. So screw you, okra. I'm gonna put you away over here. What all is for dinner? I'm making rice and some sausage and some veggies like onions and carrots and maybe whatever else I can. If we have some peppers, I'll do that. And then I guess fruit salad was the other thing we wanted to make here with blueberries. So there we go. So these are like the 3 sustainable things that I'm gonna eat out of the lunch bag from here on out. At least for now. Boom, boom, boom. And those feed me even better than the steaks, to be honest. Sweet. All right, so what's next? Looking at our quests, we need tin and copper. We need more iron, but I want lapis to get fortune on my pickaxe. Oh, Iron Ghost, your PC died. I am so sorry to hear that. That really sucks. I'm sorry. F in the chat for you, because that's awful. But I want lapis, which requires the ore finder wand. And the ore finder wand, there is a quest for it. This is another one where I'm sequence breaking, because it's not until all the way out here, and I don't want to... I mean, I guess it's only 72 iron to get to there, so it's fine. But we need a couple redstone dust, we need some magnetic iron, and we need a single gold ring, which is just a single gold ingot. And we found a few gold in... if I can find it. Yeah, we found some gold here. So we'll just chuck that in there. And then I need to do the redstone thing. So I need the cauldron, actually, wherever that ended up. I'm glad we found one. How do you make a cauldron? I guess we could make our own cauldron at this point, too. But we're gonna need to go get water for that, which is kind of annoying. Oh, we already have some. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Things are all coming together. Also, I feel like I'm missing some buckets. Because I had 4. Where did I put them? There they are. Okay, so now we need the hard hammer and the redstone ore to make smushified crushed redstone. Then we need to smushify that to make impure pile. We need to break our hammer. Unfortunately, burn through 6 iron there. And finish out the stack. And then we take that stack and we toss it into here. And boom. Our first stack of redstone, baby! And then we're gonna need a few more iron. Please tell me we have more. Where did I put it? Yeah, we have more. Okay. So then what we'll do is we're gonna need the file. I don't think we need the screwdriver. I mean, the reason I'm not favoriting all of these things right now is because the recipes change pretty quick as you get new options. I think it's just a file and an ingot. Yeah. So what did I need? I needed 2 magnetics and 1 normal. So I need 3 rods total. To magnetize, you need 4 redstone like that. We were just looking at that in NEI. And then we need the gold ring. And then we need to sleep. And the gold ring is just a gold rod turned round. So gold rod with the file. And then is it the hammer? No. Where is it? It's file and hammer. Okay. Specifically in that shape. Boom. Okay. And then finally... can't do it because we need a soft mallet. Or find a wand. Or find a wand. Yes. Okay, so put ore block you want to find in item inventory. Shift right click on ground to open. Oh wow, sneak right click is what it means. I hate when things say shift right click when it's really sneak right click, because I have a different sneak key than most people. Just saying. And then we should be able to take crushed lapis and chuck it in there. And we can also take some cinnabar, vanadium magnetite, malachite, so that'll find copper, gold. This will find coal. Brown limonite will find iron veins. A gold bar should find gold veins. Are those the 6 types of veins we've found so far? I think so. Also, that didn't use the whole cauldron. That's nice. I thought it would use the whole thing. Okay, are those all the types we need? What am I doing? I think those are all the types we need. At least of the types we have. I guess I could do a silver ore. Okay, so then we're gonna load into this bad boy, the crushed lapis ore. And now we can just run around like crazy and hope to find a lapis vein. I need to get those things going. We have so much work to do. Oh, there's a rubber tree right here. Are you kidding me? No way. That's insane. I did not see these before. We need rubber saplings for sure. Yes. Okay, perfect. I forget how you get the rubber. Did I need to do that with an empty hand? Oh well. It's not really important at this moment. Oh yeah, you need the tree taps? No wonder I hate rubber trees for sticky resin. We'll find a slime island. I'm not too concerned about that. Because we can even make... I think we can make the glider, since we found the steel in that witch circle. I think we can make the glider. We only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steel plates. 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe not. We need 10 steel for this. I don't know if we have that much. We might be able to make the piston boots, though. Piston boots need rubber. Never mind. Then again, is rubber that hard? Yeah, we need machines. That's gonna be a long time. We could at least sequence break the glider if we had enough steel, but I don't think we have enough steel either, so... Unfortunate. Alright, I do want to keep propagating these rubber trees, so we'll plant these away from each other. Won't a grafter get you more saplings? I don't know what a grafter is. And stickweed is not a good solution for the early game. It's way too hard to get crops that actually produce a reasonable amount. It's even really hard to get stickweed in the first place. I think slime saplings are very much the way to go. You can find them. So I should be able to just, like, cycle through. Oh, you can't do... Oh, you can. Wait, what? Why won't it let me... Oh, you have to have a single one in your hand? It doesn't seem to like any of these, which means I don't know what the heck I'm over. So let's find out. Oh, just kidding. It's Fuller's Earth. Because copper shows up everywhere. Okay. So it'll go crazy with the Fuller's Earth ore. Oh no, I have to exit the menu for it to work? Oh. Well, that's good to know. I kind of assumed it would just start freaking out with the thing underneath me. I forgot to make more torches. There's already a rubber tree there. You break the leaves with a grafter for a better chance at saplings. Interesting. I don't really think we'll need it. But it's good to know there's an option for that. Okay. We can look at this one. It's probably too deep though. I really don't, to be perfectly frank, I'm not a fan that the ore finder wand doesn't just go all the way. Because it only hurts you when you're standing on a mountain, and that just feels like a random, like, it's really good on low ground, but sucks on a mountain. Like, does it need to suck on a mountain? Is that really making the game better? I don't think it is. So at least for me, I'd prefer if the Z level didn't matter. It just feels like an unnecessary nerf to the whole situation. Boom, 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 boom. Yay! It worked. There's another tin vein. Whatever it is, it's deep. Oh my gosh. What? What's the situation here? Is there like not even ore? This is why we dig the way we do. It's really annoying to me that deep slate takes longer to mine than other stuff. Okay, this is actually a spot where I'm gonna hop down. That was maybe too far to fall. I'm glad I landed in water. So this is a redstone vein that got mostly eaten by deep slate, or what is this? I don't see any ores, and we're at y = 10. What is going on here? My understanding is that ore veins are guaranteed? There's no such thing as a no ores, right? I'm actually legitimately confused right now. I mean, I guess it's loosely possible that this is like, because how low can a diamond vein spawn? 5 to 20? Is that the middle layer? So the top layer could be as low as 9, technically? Is that how that works? Because we're at y = 12 right here. Wait, there's a limonite ore? What the heck is going on here? Something's fishy. There's nothing down here. Except lava. Yeah, I mean, we definitely found lava. So I'm gonna bookmark that. But I'm also a little confuzzled on what's going on here. How did I miss an ore as we were digging? I'm super confused. I have no idea what ore chunk this is. Interesting. Maybe next time I'm down there, I'll see if maybe like somehow a diamond vein. Maybe if it's measuring 5 to 20, maybe that's the. Is that the middle or the top or the bottom of the vein? Because if it's the middle of the vein, we should have seen a piece of something. In fact, we can just confirm if I go down a few tiles here and then we use the ore finder wand. We can confirm it's not diamond. If I go all the way down to 60 and I grab this bad boy and I throw in a... Oh, I didn't bring anything for diamond. Idiot. Okay, never mind. Well, who knows? Whatever it is, it's either non-existent. Coal is in a diamond vein. That's true. But it might have been too high for it. We'll check one more time. I mean, it's 65 if it's not go- yeah, it's not a diamond vein. I mean, as far as I can tell, this vein doesn't exist. Like, actually. Which I didn't think was possible. Maybe that's been changed? Or I'm just wrong? Maybe it is possible? It's always been possible? But I thought there was an ore in every chunk. You know, it's like... Sounds like a slogan from some, you know, some cereal company. Ore in every chunk! Thought that was a guarantee. So I'm pretty confused by what just happened. It's technically possible that that cave ate an entire ore vein, but that would have been a really tiny ore vein. Because that cave was big, but it wasn't that big. So I'm pretty lost. Oh, Sopal, thank you. Yes, that can happen. Yeah, it can, but can't it only spawn a vein if there's ground? So that means there's enough dirt. Maybe it all tried to spawn in dirt and couldn't, kind of thing. Because if there's just air, it won't try to spawn a vein, I think. I do know what you're talking about. I might be remembering the rules of that wrong. No lapis, no redstone, no gold. Wait, vanadium magnetite. Oh, there we go. Iron vein. All right. What's going on with this finding golds diagonally thing? Is this a glitch? Does that feel weird to you guys? I'm starting to wonder. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm starting to wonder if there's some sort of glitch going on here. What is this? Finding another vein. Nearby veins will uncover like this? Huh. So if there, but then why when I uncovered this coal vein did it not uncover that one? Is that only with ore finder wand that behavior happens? Because I uncovered those coal veins with just pickaxe touch. Ugh, no lapis. Copper, no fuller's earth, no magnetite. There's another soapstone. Let's go do this one. I mean, I assume it's telling the truth. It would be a pretty big bug for it to tell you the wrong vein. I'm sure people would have noticed that if it was doing that. Okay, we're a little high up, so we might not see anything here. Oh, there's no such thing as a flint vein, so it's not gonna find that. Copper, iron, cinnabar, gold, fuller's earth, magnetite seems to be doing something. Might have to dig down a little bit here. And I have to go here in like 3 minutes, so. This is the last one of the day. Still nothing? Seems to be pretty convinced, but not convinced enough. Do we need to go sideways? There we go. Wait, where am I? Oh, over here. Yeah, because it only searches 4 to the left and right. So with some bad luck, you can end up in a situation where it knows it sees some stuff in a nearby direction, but it's not enough to trigger it knowing what it is. Anyway, I gotta head out and go do dinner. But for those of you watching from future YouTube, as always, thank you all for watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next one.